So the question is, what is meant by natural rate of unemployment? Okay, natural rate of unemployment. So we need to understand what we call as natural unemployment. Okay, so natural unemployment, this is the sum of frictional plus structural unemployment. Okay, frictional and structural unemployment. So the natural rate of unemployment, this is the unemployment that occurs if the economy is in equilibrium. Did you get that? Hello? So frictional unemployment, I said this is the type of unemployment that happens when you're still looking for jobs. Okay, during that time when you're in between jobs, trying to look for a job. And yeah, then the structural. Yeah, so switching when you're trying to switch between the jobs. Then the structural unemployment, this is caused by the changes in technology. You are replaced by machines. Okay, so that is the structural unemployment. So these two types of unemployment, if you check, they are unavoidable. Usually, it's very difficult to avoid this. They'll always be there, even if the economy is performing good, or even if it is at equilibrium or at full output. Is that okay? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so can you explain the trade-off between inflation and unemployment? Okay, what is the trade-off? So what is there is now, here's what you should understand. These, they don't move in the same direction. How would I say it? If you want low level of inflation, low price levels, what will happen is that the unemployment levels will increase. Because what happens is that as you reduce an inflation, even the GDP does what? It reduces. Okay? When you reduce inflation, even the GDP reduces, the output level reduces. So if the output reduces, then we'll have what? We'll have unemployment. Okay. So as you reduce the prices, then unemployment will start what? Increasing, just like that. That's the paradox that we're talking about. That's the trade-off, sorry, the trade-off that we're talking about. Is that okay?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, okay, let's just answer some selected questions. I think, what are the major types of unemployment? Obviously, we said last time that you have what? Frictional, right?
You said what?
We have frictional unemployment, structural unemployment, right? Cyclical unemployment. Yeah, cyclical unemployment. Yeah, that one that is caused by the downturns in the economy. Is that okay?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Then what are the major types of unemployment? Okay, that's it. Where is it where we can find some calculation? I can find there are no calculations. Okay. Yeah. Always I find it difficult to talk about. Okay. Can you explain the demand side policies used to reduce unemployment? So the demand side policies that we are talking about, we are talking about the aggregate demand, that GDP equation, G plus NX. So what are some of the policies that you can use to reduce unemployment? Obviously, the policies are to increase what? Increase output, right? That is from the demand side. You increase the aggregate demand. You have to increase the aggregate demand. And how do you increase aggregate demand? You know that you can reduce taxes, right? When you reduce taxes, even the consumption will increase, right? when you reduce taxes, consumption, this C will increase, will go up. Then reduce interest rates. Okay, the interest rates, when they are reduced, the investment do what? Does go up. Yeah, so reduce interest rates. When you reduce interest rates, then the investments will go up. Okay, government expenditure, obviously you increase government expenditure, then you increase exports. Okay, exports instead of imports. You heard that imports are a leakage in the economy, so you increase exporting, increase exports. So when you do these adjustments, reduce taxes, reduce what is that? When you reduce taxes, consumption increases, right?
Yes.
Yeah, consumption increases when you reduce taxes. Then when you reduce interest rates, investments increase. And your government expenditure increases exogenously, so you can just increase it. Then for net exports, which is the difference between exports minus the imports, you increase the exports and you try to cut on what? On imports. Then you see that you would have tried to resolve that and increase the demand. So that is the demand side. Those are some of the demand side policies that you could use to reduce unemployment. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Then the supply side policies. The supply side policies, obvious. When you're talking about supply side policies, you're trying to talk about cutting, on the, you're trying to cut on the cost of production. Okay. If you cut on the cost of production, when you cut on the cost of production, what will happen is that production will increase, right? Then the supply as well will do what? Will increase at the same time. You're following that? Eh?
Yes.
You got it. Like you cut on the cost of production. When you cut on the cost of production, then the supply, right? Supply will increase, which means some production has increased. Okay. Hello.
Yes, I can get you. When I cut on the cost of production and supply increases.
Oh, okay. So that is what is there. So the question is here. In each of the following cases, can you classify the person as cyclically unemployed, structurally unemployed, or frictionally unemployed, or not in the labor force? Explain the answer. Question number 7. We are given these situations, right? Then we need to say whether a person is cyclically unemployed. In short, we are trying to examine your understanding of cyclical unemployment, structural unemployment, or frictionally unemployed, or not in the labor force. So you explain the answer. So you have to classify this. Number A, John just graduated from a top medical school and is currently deciding which hospital emergency room job she will pick, she will accept. What kind of unemployment is that? Is it cyclical? Is it structural? Or is it frictional?
I'm confused.
Sorry?
I'm confused.
So, I'm not getting you clearly. Or maybe you're far from the mic.
Oh, I'm using headset.
Sorry?
Hello. I
Hello.
said I'm using headsets.
Oh, headsets. Yeah, maybe you were far from the, what's that? Is it the mouthpiece or something? Yeah. So I was saying, what type of unemployment would this be?
I have no idea.
Idealist. Okay, so when I said that when a person is looking for jobs, like is in between the jobs, okay, or a person has just graduated from the university, they want to find a job. That is called frictional unemployment. It's rare that you immediately frictional unemployment, frictional, like from the word friction. Yeah, so that is frictional unemployment. So the person is frictionally unemployed. You got that?
Yes.
Yes. So usually a person will have to look for jobs when they graduate from the university. So there is that short time lag in between. The time lag in between before you find this job or before you can find the next job, that time lag is what we call frictional unemployment. Okay. Peter lost his job as an assembly line worker at this due to the recession. Okay. So when you lose a job due to recession, this is called cyclical unemployment. Okay. It is caused by the downturn in the economy. That's what I explained last time. Okay. It is caused by the downturn in the economy. So when the economy is in the recession, this is the recession of the economy, meaning we have the lowest possible GDP around this time. But this is called a boom. Okay. This is called a boom, like when the economy is super happening at the peak, and this is called recovery. When the economy is recovering, okay, it's trying to recover, like the way how now the economy is moving from COVID, trying to recover, the rising, just like that. So now that type of unemployment, when the person is unemployed due to the downturn in the economy, that is called the cyclical unemployment. Is that clear?
Yes.
We're trying to cement the understanding on unemployment. That's what we're trying to do now. So Joseph, an advertising executive in Sito, quit his job 1 month ago to look for a more prestigious advertising job in the New York. He's still looking for a job. What kind of unemployment is this?
Frictional.
It's a frictional. Yeah. So we go on D. Jane got laid off from her job as a financial analyst 3 months ago and has not looked for a new job since then. So how would you classify this person? Is she unemployed, or is she cyclically or frictional or not in the labor force?
Cyclical.
Okay, so this person who has been laid off from her job and has not looked for a job. We say the any person who is not looking for a job does not qualify to be unemployed. Okay, they are not categorized as unemployed, so he's not in the labor force. Did you get that?
No,
A person to qualify. Hello?
for a person to qualify to what?
Oh, you can't hear me.
No, I just want you to explain that again.
Okay, I was saying when a person is not looking for a job, then he is not considered as unemployed, because we said last time when we were defining unemployment, for a person to qualify to be called unemployed, they have to be consistently and seriously looking for a job. That is when a person is considered as unemployed. And the labor force, by the way, is the total sum of those who are employed plus those who are not employed. So it's either you're employed or you are unemployed for you to be in the labor force. And for you to be called unemployed, you have to be looking for the job. And apart from that, I said you have to be in the age range of 15 to 64, right? Not outside the range. Yeah. You will not be considered in the labor force. And you don't have to be a student, you're not counted in the labor force too, just like that. So you have to understand and apply those principles. Okay. We're good? Okay. James lost his job as a welder due to the introduction of robotic welding machines. What kind of unemployment is this? The person has lost their job because we have introduced robotic welding machines. So this is called the structural unemployment. I said the structural unemployment is caused by changes in technology, right? When you have introduced new machines, when you have, that. Last time in the class, I gave an example of accountants and computers. Said many years ago, would need to employ one company, need to employ a lot of accountants because there was a lot of paperwork. But with the introduction of computers, you can find that nowadays you don't need a lot of people. Just one accountant with a computer is able to do much work. So this person has been laid off because we have introduced a machine that is called structural unemployment. So the person is structurally unemployed. Got that?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how we cement the understanding of what we were discussing. The question is, Messi quit her job as a hotel concierge to become a full-time student at a culinary school. Okay, how would you categorize this person?
She's not looking for employment, so she doesn't qualify
Yeah.
to be that bracket.
So she's not in the labor force, right?
No.
Okay. Clear?
Yes, please.
Okay. If that is clear, you didn't talk about Kuhn's law in your in the notes. I didn't see it, so I don't think you can examine Kuhn's law. So skip it. Suppose the number of employed people in an economy is that, then the unemployment rate in the economy is that, and the labor force participation rate is 72.5%. What is the size of the labor force? How do we calculate? How do you find the size of the labor force now? We have an unemployment rate, right? And how do you find an unemployment rate? Unemployment rate is equal to unemployed, right? Unemployed people over those who are in the what? In the labor force. And labor force is equal to employed plus unemployed, right? Times 100. So unemployed people out of the labor force times 100, it gives us the unemployment rate. Okay, that's the rate at which you express the fraction of those people who are unemployed to the to those who are in the labor force, like both the employed and the unemployed. Did you get that?
Yes, please. But please go through it again.
I was saying, to find the unemployment rate is found by saying the number of unemployed people, right, divided by the total labor force times 100. That gives us unemployment rate. Unemployed over the total labor force times 100. Okay. And for us to find the labor force, I said the labor force is the sum of those people who are employed plus those who are not employed. That is what makes the labor force. You got that?
Yes.
Yes. So now, in our question, we are given an unemployment rate, right? Our unemployment rate is 0.104. That's unemployment rate according to the question. Then we have unemployed over the unemployed. Unemployed, and how many people are unemployed? Or are employed, sorry, employed over plus unemployed, that's the labor force. So the people who are employed, they are how many? They are these, right?
Yes.
It is 121, 1,166,640. So 121,166,640 plus those who are unemployed. Here we don't know those who are unemployed. Okay, times what? times 100. So we are looking for unemployment. We make the unemployed the subject of the formula because the question is asking for the size of the labor force. Okay, but we can't find the size of the labor force before we know the number of those who are unemployed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Before we know the number of those who are unemployed. So let's find the number of those who are unemployed. And how do we go about it? This is how you go about it. Just solve some do some a little bit of algebraic manipulation, and then it should be fine. So you cross multiply 0.104 times this number here. Okay, 0.104 times 121,166,640 people. What do you get?
Just a minute. 0.104.
Yes, 0.104 times 121,166,640. What do you get?
12 million.
Sorry, just mention the figures. 1
1 2
1 2
601
301
6 1 2 601
or 601
330
310
330
330
330. Yes.
or 330. Uh-huh.
Point
480
56. Point 56.
486
Point 56.
or 556.
So we can round it off to 12601 331.
or 1. Okay. Yeah, this is equal to unemployed times what? 100. See what I've done?
Yes.
We have multiplied this number times everything inside the bracket. So 0.104 times unemployed is this one. It is 0.104 unemployed, right? Plus 0.104 times this one. We gave that equal to unemployed times 100. Got it?
Yes.
Then we are solving for unemployed or making unemployed the subject of the formula. So how do we do it? So to make the unemployed, obviously we make the subject of the formula, right? We collect the like terms together. Yeah, this is just a percent as well. Unemployed percent times this 10%. We collect the like terms together. What are we going to have? We'll have 12,60,1,331 equal to 1. Obviously, this is 1 minus, that's 100 minus this number to just some decimal numbers. Regard here just this as 1. Okay. What do you get?
I'm missing something here. So when we get the
What are you?
12, when we get the 12,601,330, it comes to then we rewrite the equation by saying 0.104 unemployed.
Yes. plus that equal to 6 that. Okay.
Plus that equals to what? Equals to unemployed times
unemployed.
100.
Yes.
Do you know what I did? I did
Yes.
solve. I got rid of the 0.10 after cross multiplication. I didn't bring it back, so that's a mistake, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have to start afresh.
So I have to do 0.104 unemployed plus. But we're cross multiplying here.
We are multiplying 0.104 times everything that was in the denominator.
Times everything that's in the bracket. Oh,
yes,
okay.
that was it. Yes.
All right. Okay, now I see why it's coming back.
Okay, we continue.
Yes, please.
So we'll have this expressed as a percent. This one was expressed as a decimal. So even this one can be expressed just as a what? As a decimal. So you just regard this as 1. You get, because this, if you want to express it as a percentage, you multiply by 100. This one, if you want to express it as a decimal, you divide by 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So to multiply both sides by 100, so it will be 100 divided by 100. Obviously, it will just be 1. So you have unemployed, which is 1 unemployed. Unemployed minus 0.104 unemployed. Okay. So what do you get? 1 minus 0.104. What do you get? Zero point 96.
0.896.
Or 0.896 unemployed, yes. Right? We divide through by this number to make unemployed the subject of the formula. Unemployed the subject of the formula, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get it, eh?
Yes.
So what is the unemployed?
We're getting 14 million.
14 million.
14 million.
Sorry.
63,000.
63,000. 5 what?
So 063 985.
Sorry, kindly mention the numbers one by one, maybe. 14
06
06
3
3
98 5. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So this is the size of the people who are unemployed. Okay. Any question?
Yeah, so when you see your matter, you okay?
So now, when you go to how many people are unemployed, obvious, we have found the people who are unemployed. What is the size of the labor force? It is the sum of the unemployed plus the employed, right?
Yeah.
Do you get? Yes. So what is the size of the working age now? So the size of the working age, the size of the working age, it is the total number of all the people who are participating in the labor force. The labor force participation rate is 0.172. Okay. Hello.
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 Hi. Please excuse me a moment. I just need to do something.
Or you want to be excused?
Yes, please.
Okay. And actually, the person has even finished for this unemployment.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know when you come back to continue in the other part.
Okay.
When can you come back?
Perhaps we change it for 13.
Oh, 13.
Oh, if you give me I need a break for like almost just 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. I think he can try to wait for you.
Okay. All right. Okay, no problem. Sorry. Quickest way possible. Please ask Mom for an answer now.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Aaron. I'm muting myself now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Question number 10 reads, and you pay attention to the question. If the labor force of a country, was, as of May 2008, was 154.5 million, there were 164 employed, okay? and the 8.5 unemployed. Then there was 2.18 in prison. Okay. Then the question is, can you calculate the official unemployment rate? So unemployment rate, how do we calculate unemployment rate? I said unemployment rate is the unemployed over the total labor force, right? Times 100. Hello?
Everyone, I need a moment again. I am so sorry.
Okay.